So in 1997, Starship Troopers is released and it doesn't do particularly well. It makes about $120 million on a $110 million budget. And for a movie to be successful, it needs to make about twice as much as its production cost. So why didn't it do well? Well, simply people didn't get it. They saw it as being a serious movie. And if you look at Starship Troopers as being a serious movie, the dialogue is stilted and bad. The acting looks terrible. But that was the intent, because Paul Verhoeven was making a propaganda. The satire was in the movie itself. Because remember, Paul Verhoeven grew up in Nazi-occupied Europe. So during the action scenes, the ones that are supposed to get you riled up and to cheer on for the soldiers fighting the bugs, supposedly during the production, he's screaming more and more, be over the top with it. But in the emotional scenes, he's telling them to subdue the emotions, to be shallow with your affect, because you don't need to be deep. And that's what the satire is. I mean, since then, the movie's been appreciated, and people argue back and forth. Did they know it was satire at the time? Here's the thing. I saw Starship Troopers in the theater. Did I know it was satire? I don't know. I was 17 years old. I wasn't thinking that deeply. There were boobs in the movie, and they were fighting giant bugs. That's all I needed to see. So people say that they got it back then when no one else was, but they're probably lying. But here's the thing. Only a few years before this movie came out, there was a Marine commercial where they showed Marines as literal chess pieces on a board. They're literal pawns. And then just a year after this movie comes out, there's another commercial where they show a Marine fighting a dragon. If you've never seen this commercial, it was extremely popular. You can find it. It's a real thing. They show Marines fighting a dragon. So how are you supposed to make satire making a jingoistic mock recruitment film when you have actual recruitment commercials depicting things like this?